We're going to start with a horrifying story. This is a ridiculous, absurd, should never have happened, horrifying situation. This time in Australia. It involves another illegal alien. This is a man that was denied, I guess, access to Australia. He was denied given a visa, and he decided to burn a baby with coffee before he fled the country. This is from American Wire, titled "Monster Migrant Burns Random Baby with Scalding Hot Coffee After Being Denied a Visa." What the actual hell?
A baby burnt and bandaged after a terrifying random attack. This was him just hours earlier, enjoying a picnic in a park with mum when a man scalded the 9-month-old with coffee.
It's pretty shocking and disturbing.
Terrible, it's disgusting.
Why? I mean, legitimately, why? I mean, they made the right choice by denying him the visa. Obviously, the guy's a nut job. But why attack a baby? What the f***?
This man was then captured on camera running through the park and down the street. Police say finding him is now critical to their investigation.
This was completely unprovoked.
From the mum today, "My baby boy didn't deserve this, no one."
You would think at some point these governments would get their and say, you know, why do we keep importing all these people who are not citizens to our country en masse? I don't know. It seems like it's a never-ending flow of this crap.
One does. I wish he poured the hot coffee all over me and not my boy. I will never be able to go out with him again and let him go have fun without having a panic attack.
No.
From my boy are currently haunting me.
Everyone has a right to feel safe in our community. This sort of behaviour will not be tolerated.
Of course, this is coming from the government that enslaved its own people during the pandemic, but sure.
The tiny victim suffered burns to his face, arms and chest. The baby has already undergone surgery to treat his horrific injuries. Doctors do expect him to make a recovery, but it will take some time. Investigators today set up a mobile police beat at the park in their hunt for clues.
We've thrown all our resources that we can possibly to at it at this stage to hold this person accountable.
As police admit, they can't guarantee he won't strike again. Michael Hammond, 7 News.
Yeah, let's see what American Wire has to say about this. They say it's a next level evil to take unhinged anger out on an innocent baby, but that's what happened in a horrifying scene after a migrant was denied a visa. 9-month-old Luka was with his mom in Hanlon Park when a Chinese national allegedly threw scaling hot coffee on the baby. The madman had reportedly been working in Australia on multiple visas, but lost his mind when he was finally denied. He vented his anger and allegedly hurt a baby before leaving Australia. So according to this story, he's left. Baby Luka suffered severe burns on over 60% of his body, including his face and upper body, and had to endure multiple surgeries, as we saw that report talk about. The 33-year-old perp was seen on CCTV footage fleeing the scene, which we saw, and was able to fly back to China, where alleged criminals are protected from extradition. You know, why these Western democracies keep putting up with this, I can't fathom. And, I mean, if China doesn't want to return the guy, there's nothing that Australia can do. Unbelievable. Anyway, they write, still, Australian authorities are pressuring China to take action against the man 1 year after. This was a year ago? 1 year after the. Wow. Okay. Why are they only reporting on this now? Queensland Police reportedly turned over evidence to Chinese officials, and public outcry kept the pressure on to punish the suspect. Queensland Police Detective Inspector Paul Dalton said the suspect fled the country just 12 hours after he was identified. He said, "I was in the investigation center when we put a name to the face and it was a very happy room, only for us to do a check in 15 minutes and find out we'd lost him. We've got 30 detectives working for me. They're devastated that they missed this person by 12 hours. The Chinese national would likely be facing a life sentence in Australia if he weren't able to escape. At least they got a harsh punishment waiting for him if they ever get him. That's cool. This isn't something we've parked in a corner. This is a very serious offense, and we're working hard on it, Acting Commissioner Shane Chalepi told radio station 4BC in June. The attack, quote, struck our investigations pretty hard. What I can say is we're still working with our international partners to progress this matter to get a resolution here. We've got a range of investigative strategies. Chalepi would not disclose whether or not Australian investigators were sent to China. As for baby Luka, he still has a long road to go, but is recovering. Luka still has to have regular surgeries. He gets laser and skin needling to reduce the appearance of the scars. And the parents said that the little warrior may have some permanent scarring, but for the most part, his young skin has been able to recover remarkably well. You know, if it were me, and you know, look, I don't run any governments. I'm just a guy on the internet. But it seems to me that if you have a country that does not honor extradition, why the hell would you allow visas? Why would you allow green cards for people to visit here from a country that doesn't have extradition agreements? Because if you allow someone to stay in your country, we're not just talking about visiting, but staying in your country, and then they can just flee and go home and get off scot-free. I mean, what are they thinking? So, you know, take it for what it is, but it's just one man's opinion on the internet that if it were me and I cared about my citizens, I would say, if you don't have an extradition treaty with us, you can go F yourself. We're not letting your people come in to stay. They can visit. That's it. So hopefully they catch this monster, but considering it's China and China just, they're an evil empire. So I don't really expect much from this, but let's keep our fingers crossed that the guy gets pulled back to Australia.